Hey everyone, and thanks for coming by. Today I'll show you guys how I built this mid-century modern bed with tapered legs and tapered side rails. I'm Greg Rajewski, and this is the Roaring Woodwork. As always, I started by cutting the walnut to a rough length and flattening the faces. Now, these unruly boards were banana shaped, so I straight lined an edge with a track saw instead of hobbling it over the jointer. Once my boards are square, I determine the layout and joint opposing inside and outside facing edges to get a nice and flat glue up. Next, I'll cut out the NDF templates for the legs. I cut the straight lines with a track saw and the curves with a bandsaw and some sandpaper rolled around a dowel. Then I prepare the 8/4 walnut and trace the templates and cut them out. I attach the templates to the workpiece with double-sided carpet tape and get to routing. This stuff is incredibly strong and you don't need a whole lot of it. Here I'm cutting the mortises for joining the headboard to the legs, which I'll come back to a little bit later. Then I lay out and cut some bigger 14mm mortises for the festal connectors, which is how I was able to make this a knockdown bed so I can get it through the door. The headboard, side rails, and footboard are all separable, and this was my first time using these connectors and they're very strong. After some sanding, I glue together the footboard assembly and get back to work on the headboard. I marked out where I wanted to pin the tenons and glued those in ahead of time so I could drill a hole through them for the brass rods. After gluing the legs to the headboard, I pinned the brass rods in with some quick epoxy, and this allows the headboard to expand and contract just like a dining table with normal breadboards would. After that, I got to work on the internal maple rails that support the mattress slats and keep everything from sagging. I made a pair of brackets to mount on the head and footboard to keep the middle support rail in place. These aren't load bearing, but it gives me something to screw that middle rail into. And I love a good wipe on poly, so I finished everything with multiple coats of General Finishes Armor Seal and satin, sanding lightly between each coat. Once I screwed all the slats into place, this thing was ready to go. So thanks for checking out this build, guys. I really appreciate it. If you guys like it, and subscribe. And I'll have this buffet video and coffee table video out next. See you guys soon.